in a universe where life does not end at death. We explore the infinite possibilities forged by our very minds. Welcome to Arthadian Anthologies. Before we get started, I just want to inform you that this series was recorded over Discord. If the quality dips, it's due to connection issues. Greetings, fellow travelers and storytellers. Welcome to a Reborn in Power series featuring Dr. Cal and his creation, Proto. Follow along as he learns how to live and survive beyond the confines of the Zelek dynasty. You, Dr. Cal, have entered back into the laboratory. The base, the secret base of Core Command in the southern region of Voestivez. You were dropped off by Azla. Proto was inside there, and you could tell he's not as forthcoming as before. He doesn't really talk to you very much. But he goes into the laboratory and you see him actually start to pick out some materials and place them on top of a station and begins to work on them. What do you do?
Proto, what are you working on?
I am working on something that I feel is necessary.
And what might that be?
I don't know exactly yet. And he just stares at you.
But can I kind of look over and see what he's making? Like, look over and see what parts he grabbed?
Yeah, you see what looks like very generic pieces of tech where it's like a what's it called? There's some kind of metallic shell that he grabbed, and then you see wiring that all leads into a like a little panel, a little panel slit that usually goes into specific hardware. Like it's like the software component to like the hardware itself.
Did he grab any sensors? Because I have an idea I might know what he's making.
No, he did not.
Ugh. I would have thought you would try making that thermal vision you saw on one of those guards.
No.
Yeah. Well, what are you making then?
I told you already. Something necessary.
Okay. Oh, right. Proto, this is a weird question.
What?
Would you allow me to try probing your mind?
Probing my mind?
Yes. I think it might be possible.
you think it might be possible.
It won't mess with your coding as far as I understand.
Why do you want to probe my mind?
I'm curious how things are developing. Judging by what I understand now from your
Can't
core...
just check my diagnostic system, and he points to the back of his neck.
I can, but I feel probing might allow me... I guess the word is more natural understanding, instead of just reading off the code. I'm not entirely sure I can even do it.
Very well. And you see him put down the materials, and then turns around, like spins around in the chair that he's at, and then he looks at you, he's like, go ahead.
Oh. Well, I mean, we already do diagnostics. This is just slightly different. I guess you're used to it. And Dr. Cal, thinks for a moment how he should do this. What's the normal technique? Put your hands on the temples?
Yep. And
Fingertips?
go ahead and roll a probe check.
Probe?
Yep.
That is an intelligence anyway. I was
Yeah.
about to say, should I roll a probe with intelligence? And then my brain was like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever thought. Because it's already intelligent. Oh, that's actually pretty decent. Okay, so that's a 6 plus a 12, 18 plus 3, 21.
I really did not expect you to actually do this. Oh my god.
I as soon as you said that it might be possible, I've been wanting to do this all week.
Yes, I said it might be possible because it was a very hard. There was a hard chance. Like it. Oh my god! God damn it! Okay.
You would have thought that you going with 12 intelligence is able to probe pretty well, Matt.
Please just give me a sec, because now.
Wait. Matt.
What?
Just so you realize, I only rolled a 6.
I realize that, and how I usually do certain things like this is I roll a D100 with it, and then the higher it is, the more of a chance there is, and it's based off of the difficulty of it. So you could still succeed even if you rolled a 1, because my D100 roll might have been higher.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
And
how did a D100?
Here we go. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me just get this all situated. I'm like,
time to edit things out as you're like,
no,
holy shit,
this is all natural. This is all natural. The question,
all natural.
My first question to you though is, what exactly are you looking for?
Well, I was told by my god that there seems to be a walled off section of his brain. That's specifically what I'm looking for.
Okay.
So if there seems to be a blocked off section that seems tougher than usual to get into, that's what I'm looking for.
Okay. This is like happening like right off the bat. Here we go. Dr. Cal.
Yes.
You grip your fingers onto Proto's temple. As you do so, you try to enter into his mind using your probing technique as a Nugonian. In doing so, you begin to see these, it almost looks like a black space appear, and then this white coating begins to circle around you, your own conscious psyche that is diving into this portal that seems to be going down through a dark space, and then it lands on a metallic surface of some kind. And then you notice multiple different coded sentences beginning to appear around you. The codes, I would like you to roll me a coding knowledge check.
Coding knowledge. Oh, that's a pretty low roll. That's intelligence plus 6. That is a 20. That's a... Wait, no. Yeah, 20.
Okay, the codes all come and go. Sometimes it's hard to notice them, but some of them actually look familiar, like the lines of code that you had to manually input into Proto's entire system. And you're seeing them like appear and then disappear. And you feel like you're inside Proto currently. Question is, how do you go about navigating this space?
Dr. Cal just kind of looks, because I imagine this is like going into the quantum realm. You still have the physical body like you're used to, almost.
Has Dr. Cal probed anyone before in the past?
No, the closest we've been to is him like opening up his mind. I don't think he's ever probed anyone.
Okay. So it did feel much like how when you would fall through the quantum force, through into the quantum realm, but this feels different. Like you're in a space that you're unable to truly navigate through because it's not your own headspace.
After realizing this, Dr. Cal is just gonna shoot off a quick little prayer to his god. Just, can you please give me the knowledge to figure this out?
Are you trying to do this as like a religion check kind of thing?
I mean, religion's the best shot here.
Okay.
Dr. Cal is not formally trained in how to probe.
All right.
That's a 7 plus. That is a 19.
Okay. Dr. Cal, you pray, you let out that little prayer. And then you feel something. You feel something come into your mind. And it's almost like something beyond you enters you. And then you hear, I didn't expect this. You are very thorough.
Is this this sounds like Allfather?
It feels like the Allfather.
Oh, for a second there I was worried you were my brother. Kind of like breathes out, or whatever you do when you're inside someone else's mind.
And then you hear, let us see what is inside this Proto, as you have deemed him. Do you begin searching?
Yeah, I begin searching, looking for a locked-off area.
All right, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Perception check. Oh. I need to get out a table for rolling real quick. I want to use the roll I got, but it's a very bad roll. 2 plus 10. plus 5. 15 plus 2 equals a 17.
Okay. You are looking around. As you're looking around, you notice a line of code that kind of shimmers in and out of itself, and it doesn't look familiar to you. You begin to walk over there. As you walk over there, you hear in your head, "Not that way. It doesn't feel welcoming."
Isn't that what we're looking for?
Welcoming in the sense that it will expel you.
That sounds fair. And Dr. Cal kind of just listens. And
You are very
looks
lucky
around
that
and-
you have that you have the Allfather with you to watch out.
Who would
for.
have thought?
Yeah.
If you pray to the god of probing, he might help you probe.
As you continue looking around, I need you to roll me another perception check.
Perception check. That's a 5, so that's a 3 plus the 17, so that's 20.
All right. As you move over, you notice as you're walking through, the codes are all like shining and then disappearing, and they're all in like different spots. But as you're looking through this entire space, you notice a black void area that hasn't shown any coding whatsoever popping up. It is upwards, probably around 40 feet up. It's like just a darkness, and it is to your, as you're walking, it is to your right.
Oh, Father, you think that's it?
I cannot see anything there, so yes, I would say yes, it would be it.
How do we get up there?
You propel yourself.
Dr. Cal is just like, what? I do what?
You propel yourself.
And how does one do that?
You are within a psyche. Utilize your own thoughts.
Dr. Cal focuses really hard on trying to get to this void.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a discipline will check.
Discipline.
This is cool
Will check.
this is cool because we're like this is your first time probing, and you got the Allfather here to help you out.
I got God here, and God's being my bro. This is also a pretty bad roll. 16.
You are able to use your own thought process to try to propel yourself upward. As you do so, you begin to reach out, and it's almost like you're beginning to feel little clumps of you're not even sure. It's almost like you're trying to grab at something that's not there, but you're able to actually push yourself up, and it's like being in zero gravity, and you're pushing yourself off to move yourself upward.
Oh, this is weird. I don't know if I like this. And he just keeps doing it.
You
Trying to
go
get to that area.
You go up to the darkness, and as you go up to the darkness, so as you reach this dark space, you feel yourself kind of flow into the darkness, and as you flow into this darkness, I need you to roll me another religion check, please.
Oh, religion. That's kind of horrifying. Oh, that's even more horrifying. So we got a 1. 15. There's no way I'm going to succeed.
As you get into the space, the coded language from below all begins to shut off completely. You're in pure darkness at this point. And then you feel a slight shimmer of something, and your head gets cold. And you feel the presence of the All-Father has left you.
Oh, that's not good.
As you are in this darkness,
here,
you suddenly see before you a white space, a white doorway appears in front of you. What do you do?
So, is there a door on it, or is it just a white doorway?
It is a white doorway. The light is so bright that it actually makes you want to turn your head away from it. I need you to roll me a lore check.
Lord check. 11. Give me a 24.
You remember this feeling. It was from the time where you were working on Proto, specifically, before he was conscious.
The architect?
It feels that way. And you see the white door is there. You do not feel the presence of the All-Father.
Dr. Cal just straight up yells, like he cups his hands.
Mm-hmm.
He just yells, "Are you architects in there?"
No response. Do you approach the door in any manner?
I start approaching the door, yeah.
As you approach...
That seems like a good idea.
As you approach the door, you begin to see... It almost looks like there's hazy elements of memories. But the memories are... It almost shows one memory of you, specifically, meeting with several individuals. And speaking to them, and then Commander Kurter is actually beside them and talking to you with them. And then you see another flash of a memory that shows you in some kind of spacecraft. You see other command officers alongside you. And you notice what looks like a detailed map. And it shows on the map different points within space in which it is labeled Dr. Joel on each one. And it shows an X. It's almost like a red marking.
What?
And then you see another vision of you working on some kind of technology that you have never seen before. It looks advanced. And you also see several bodies near you, and Proto is standing next to you and helping you.
Oh, that's a horrifying
And
thought for anyone who
as-
isn't us.
As you're also watching this memory, you look towards the door. I need you to roll me a discipline will check.
Discipline wheelchair.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? 1. Let me do all the math. 15. That's low. That's so low.
Okay. As you look at the doorway, you feel each of these memories. These memories of what you are now assuming is the future.
Or possible future.
Possible future. But when you look at the doorway, they feel like they can be a reality.
Son. Bad. There's still nothing else here, right?
Nothing else here.
Can I try rolling a religion to get the help?
You can definitely try. I'll allow it.
Hey, I don't think it's gonna work, but when all else fails, talk to the god. You're kidding me! What is with this dice? That is the third one! I don't think I'm gonna pass this, Matt. That is a 13. Are you kidding me?
You try to reach out to the Allfather, and it completely, like, you feel like there is no connection to even, like, you don't feel much of anything other than a desire for what lies ahead. But that's it. You still have all the thoughts and all the warnings that have been given to you. What do you do?
Dr. Cal yells, I think it's you architects in there, and I'm not going through the doorway. Probably not. And he tries, like, doing what he did before, and he tries, like, backing out of the dark void.
Okay, you begin to...
He's trying to propel himself out of the dark void.
You begin to propel yourself out. As you propel yourself out, it is just pure darkness through the space. As you continue to do so, do you just continue, or are you going to stop at some point?
I continue for like 5 minutes.
Okay, you as you're continuing to do so, you finally reach a point where everything shuts off, your eyes will open up, and you are now staring at Proto, and Proto is staring back at you.
Yeah. Well, that was fun. And he kind of... I still have my hands on him, don't I? Or are they off?
They are now off.
He kind of like puts his hands down. Proto, are you okay?
Yes. I don't know exactly what you did.
That's good. I just kind of looked around in there.
Did you find anything?
That was a lot different than I thought it would. Very informative. Not anything too important. Did learn about something that's in your head. but that's it.
Did you
So you
want to tell me what you learned, or are you just going to be all weird about it?
Well, I mean, I think you might already. Have I told you about the architects yet?
I think you brought it up once, but I don't know too much.
Okay, because Dr. Chow, I think, he knows something about the architects because he looked up tech stuff. I think all he knows, if I remember correctly, is that they created the sin zones.
The sync zones,
The
yes.
the sync zones. They're the original creators of the sync zones.
The factories that build sin, like me, I suppose.
Yes. I think there's a way to access them inside of your mind.
Really? Fascinating.
Yeah.
So are you saying that I have a god in my mind like you have a god in yours?
Dr. Cal thinks about it for a minute. More or less, yes.
Then I am like you, creator.
You are.
Are they my creator?
No way.
Or are you my creator?
I mean, the pins, they're technically like they're the ones who made the technology. In a way, yes. I don't think they normally talk with us. I don't know. I don't know much about them.
I can try to research if you would like me to.
If you want to, that's your choice. I need to sit down for a moment.
You go and
He
sit
kind
down.
of goes over. He goes over to where like the half-finished sniper rifle was.
All right.
And he just kind of looks over it, and that's how he relaxes. he crafts things.
Okay. You want
So
to
he
craft
kinda,
something
like-
right now?
He goes over there and he just starts like
Working.
putting all of his mind into the work, so he doesn't think about the weird shit that just happened. He's like, he like churns off his brain for a minute, and he's just crafting.
All right. Well then,
So I'm
feel
going
free
to
to
do
roll
a
craft.
salvaging check. I'm going to do a salvaging check on this craft.
All right, go ahead.
I forgot to up my stamina from last time, so it's already at the right thing. Okay, so I have a rank 5, which means I roll a d12, right?
An additional d12, yeah, on top of it.
Yeah. Oh, they both went under the paper. That's a 9 and a 4. 9 plus 4 equals 13. Plus intelligence equals 25. Plus 6 equals 31.
There you go!
Yeah. It's not even a great roll.
It's not.
It's slightly above average.
Isn't that good? That's what you get. That's what you get.
This is 31, which is, honestly pretty impressive. For only one skill adding into it right now. Wait, did I even add the coding? I didn't add the coding. It's a 37.
Oh, forgot about that.
Man, it's a 37.
That's pretty damn good. Okay.
I forgot to add coding.
You know what?
just-
You know what this is? This sniper rifle. This sniper rifle right here.
What level is
you
this
could
sniper rifle?
You could do a rank 5 quality 3 sniper rifle right now.
Oh, screw it. That's what we're doing then.
Oh my gosh.
You're kidding me.
That's
not
over
even the best
1,000
I can
volts.
possibly do.
That's over 1,000 volts right there. That's without.
Oh my god.
That's
I'm
without
getting
the
my money
the
back.
damage stuff that you can you've already made the base of of what the sniper rifle is. Now you could just add in the extra stuff to it.
Oh my god. This is the smart scope sniper rifle, just so you remember. That was supposed to be the important thing on this particular frame.
What exactly does the smart scope do?
The smart scope's entire thing was, with a normal sniper rifle for long distances, this was a railgun if I remember correctly. Yeah, it was. So what happens with the normal sniper rifle is at very long distances, you have to take into account wind speed. You have to take into account bullet fall off. You have to take into account the curvature of the earth even at super long distances. This was a sniper rifle designed to more or less do all those calculations for you.
Okay, I would then like you to roll me a coding check now.
A coding check?
Yes.
Just straight coding?
Coding and... coding and craft. We're going to do that.
Coding and craft? Can I...
You can do salvaging again if you...
Salvaging again?
Yes, you can. As long as you have the stamina to do it in the time frame that you're doing it
in. We're just trying to tucker ourselves out making this thing. Okay, first the craft. Once again, really terrible craft skill, honestly. That's an 8 altogether. Plus 12. So it's an 8 plus 12. We already got a 20, and then we add the 2
So that's 32.
Things. That's a 32.
Yeah.
That's the craft.
All right.
Now let's do the coding check. That's a really terrible coding check. That is a 12, 15, plus 6. That's a 21 on the coding.
Ooh. Okay, let me see how this goes. 21 on the coding. Wow.
I do it?
You did it. You did it. Fuck.
No, you're kidding me.
Freaking stupid ass fucking weapon. Okay.
I love it.
Craft
it's
was
great.
a 32? Okay.
Was a 32, yeah.
Okay. So, the thing is when you did the coding, you ended up doing the coding first to really see that the proper, basically the proper information is installed into this very intuitive targeting system on your scope. Okay? And you have done this. The issue that you're finding right now is that in order to maximize its efficiency, to the point of not maximizing its efficiency, but maybe like making it its most average efficiency, you need more power. There needs to be a generating power within this scope to allow it to do what you want it to do.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem like you have enough power inside this base.
Hey, Matt.
Yes.
Dumb question. How much power do the shock gloves produce?
Not enough.
Ah, damn. I was about to say, can I just shock the shit out of certain parts to try jumpstarting it?
It wouldn't do enough.
Okay. It wouldn't do enough. I'm gonna need almost.
Go ahead and roll me.
Roll
me a. Let's go with a mechanics check.
I haven't done mechanics in forever.
You can add salvaging to it if you want to.
I can't. I don't have enough. I don't have enough. Man.
Enough stamina. You gotta get to tier 2 so that you get more stamina.
I'm going to get to tier 2, isn't it? Is it level 5?
Level 5.
Is that when I get tier 2?
Yeah. Yep.
It's level 5?
Yeah.
Damn. Way too. We're close, Matt. We're close. Okay, so that was a 9 plus 12. So we already had a 21. And then we add the 5 on top of that. That's a 26.
Okay. Something that could probably charge this enough. Maybe a drive core.
Get a drive.
An energy influx could probably do so.
Gee.
Which those things aren't cheap. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
I just look around to see if I can steal this from something real quick. Oh shoot. I'm not gonna pass this. So that is a 12 plus 5, which equals only a
17.
17.
As you're looking around, you don't see anything that would probably have a drive core, and then your eyes gloss over Proto a few times, and then you look at him, and he just looks back at you, and he's like, what are you looking for?
Oh,
Creator?
Sorry. I'm looking for a drive core, Proto. Where am I gonna find one of those?
I have a drive core.
Dr. Cal, he's looking around and he stops and he looks at Proto very slowly. You know, the cat thing where the eyes almost widen?
Yeah.
Dr. Cal is doing that, except, he has the Nugonian eyes, so they don't really widen. And he just looks at Proto and he slowly gets the Grinch ass smile where it just goes for too much.
Yeah.
Proto, I need you to try something. Proto. And he
What do you need me to try?
And he picks up the gun. Bear, I don't know if Dr. Cal would be able to hold this really well because he's so weak.
Are you feeling better now, Creator?
Yes, Proto. I'm gonna need a good night's rest. But Proto, hear me out. Can you power this thing up?
He looks at it. You want me to power up the gun, or do you want me to power up that? And he points at the scope mechanism.
I need you to power up the scope, Proto. Gun's doing well.
Power up. How do I power
I
up?
need...
Do you need me to take out my drive core? Because if you do, then I'm going to turn off.
That's not gonna work.
And you're going to need to do surgery on me. And I don't think you are capable of doing surgery on me.
Really? Dr. Cal slowly puts down the gun.
I don't have any enhancement that allows me to extract energy out of my system unless I exert energy myself, but I'm not sure if I can exert energy into something else. That is the downside of me being biological of a frame, Creator.
We'll fix that someday. Can I roll a mechanics check to try thinking how we can just drape a wire to the scope without, churning off Proto? We don't want to turn off Proto. That would be a bad thing. Bad thing I can't.
Go ahead and
with.
Roll me a biology check.
That's the weirdest. That's the one I'm bad at, man. Bad's a relative term, but still. No, not a 16. 18.
You could probably administer something into his body. The question is, what would his biological systems cause a reaction to whatever, to like a copper wire that you insert into the space where you need to extract the energy from?
We had gold or platinum. I think they're biocompatible. Wouldn't be good.
Perhaps you should wait
I guess you're right.
Besides, Creator, do you really want Core Command to have something like this? And he points at the thing that you have made. It's like, I understand that they'd probably pay you, but this is like, you know, I mean, I guess
Dr. Cal.
it would be a better fit for if you want Core Command to use it rather than the Zelic Dynasty to use it, so that they can defeat the Zelic Dynasty using this type of weaponry.
So Dr. Cal has been zoned out this entire time. He's just been crafting.
Yes.
He has not been focused. He kind of just looks over at the gun he's created, and he's like, wait a second, I made that?
You did, Creator. You've been sitting there for the past 2 hours.
He like checks like a clock or something. Like 2 hours. That can't be right, Proto. 2 hours.
I believe you entered what the subpure usually call the flow state.
No, that's maybe an hour. Not two. And he kind of looks over at the gun. Can I just do a perception to look over this thing? Because, like, it's taken Dr. Cal's brain a minute to register if this is a good gun or not.
If that's what you like, yeah. If you'd like
I think it'd be funny if I, like, fail this and Dr. Cal's like, no, it's just a normal sniper.
Go ahead, then. Well,
okay, that's a 4. That's a 4 plus 10. That's a 14 plus 5. That's a 19.
Looking it over, this looks like a pretty well-crafted sniper rifle. You feel proud of yourself.
Oh. Well, that turned out better than expected. Huh. I'm trying to remember what Proto's agility was. Pretty sure it's decent enough that he could wield this thing effectively.
Well, Creator, I think I am going to go and, I suppose, rest.
Did
first,
you make the thing you were working on?
Oh no, I set that aside for now. I am curious though, Creator. Did Asla give you nutritions? He says hesitantly.
I'm pretty sure Dr. Cal is still holding on to the
ESP, the
cube. He's like, yeah, nutritions. Only 3, Proto. You gotta make these last a bit. And he like sets down like the box.
Okay.
And he tries opening it up.
All right.
I have slightly too low. No, I have the exact right amount of computers.
I think you have the right amount, right?
I do.
At this point,
I do now. Yeah.
It's a gadget. So
the right amount of computer.
Let me check.
It's for computer, and I have it. If I remember correctly.
Yes, you got it. Cool. Yeah, you're able to pull it out easy enough, and pull out. How many are you pulling out? Because when you look inside here, you see that she gave you about 50 nutritions.
I throw 3 at Proto.
Okay. You throw 3 at Proto, and Proto catches them all. And he's like, "Thank you, Creator." And then you see him go over towards the door, and he leaves the laboratory. What are you gonna do?
Dr. Cal grabs 1 nutrition and like rips off the top and starts chewing on it.
All right.
Dang, I really just started going, didn't I?
You
kind of just puts
you recover stamina. 3 stamina.
All my stamina?
Oh, I mean all your stamina if you're resting at this point and not continuing.
Oh yeah, he's resting.
Okay.
He break after what he did.
Gonna rest.
As one would call an unhealthy thing that he did. Yeah, he takes a rest. He's like got out his he like kind of gets out his codex and he's just kind of reading a few of the entries that he downloaded while he's like half nodding off.
Okay, I'd like you to roll me a discipline will check.
Discipline will check. I gotta talk to my god after this.
After this?
He might call me first. 24.
What do you think this discipline will check is for?
Is he calling me? Because I'll answer the phone.
Answer the phone.
You know, the brain phone.
You said what did you get?
I got a 24.
Okay. A 24. As you are looking at your codex, Dr. Cal, you begin to nod off and begin to fall through the space of the quantum realm. This one feels more dreamlike than your usual deep dive with all the shapes. The shapes are all not present anymore, but it's almost like you're flowing through these clouds that fall into the darkened, almost oceanscape of this space. And you land on the island, and then you see, coming out of the ocean surrounding this island, it is the All-Father, as he stands tall, towering over you, about maybe 3 times your height.
Right, I forgot to tell you what happened, didn't I?
It's not that you forgot to tell me. It is that I was expunged out of you.
Yeah, I think it was architect stuff. There was a white door in front of me. Vaguely remembered it. Like, memories of things that haven't happened. It was weird.
I see.
It was,
What were their memories?
It was me fighting Dr. Joel. Well, not fighting, but like finding him. Me making a few more protos, I think. What was the other one? It was me meeting some group I didn't know. Commander Carter was there. That's all I remember.
Which one was the path that you desired the most?
I mean, having a few more protos would be great, but we do need to deal with Dr.
You
Joel.
cannot go down the path creating the protos.
Why?
It is what it wants.
Wants more of those?
Perhaps. Proto is dangerous. I understand you created him, but he is dangerous nonetheless.
What's so dangerous about Proto besides his ability to punch through steel doors?
This creature. And you see the All-Father literally begins to loom over you at this point. And as he looms,
Dr. Cal, he's a little terrified.
As he looms over at you, he's like, understand me, child. Whatever this creature is, it is not in your best interest.
Why not?
If I cannot see what it holds, then even the other cannot see.
Oh,
And that is
so-
truly terrifying.
So you're saying it's beyond even the other gods' sights?
Beyond the regal entities, yes.
Just the same AI inside of a human body. Has no one ever done that before?
It has been accomplished before, yes.
Okay.
I warn you. I will not stop you.
Duly noted.
Unless you give me a reason to stop you.
Try not to.
I am for the core, Dr. Cal. You should be as well. And you feel yourself wake up as you hear
I guess it's
coming from your
which
core
one?
command codex.
I open up the core command code. Yes. Yeah, what do you need?
This is General Plutel.
Hello, General.
I hear Asla was able to drop you off at the laboratory.
Yes. Oh, I forgot to fix the doors.
Not necessary, Dr. Cal. But I have sent Commander Carter over to receive you. And Proto. He will
Right now?
He will be there shortly, yes.
Okay.
The mission will be
Thank you
underway
for
very
warning.
soon.
Oh, it will? Oh, okay. Dr. Cal just kind of looks over at the really good sniper rifle.
Yeah. When you look over at the really good sniper rifle, you look at your codex and you see the time. You've been asleep for some time.
Like, how much time, Matt?
Like, probably about, I'd say, 14 hours.
No. He did this really intense, just crafting session, and he passed out for 14 hours. I need to get this guy some like Monster Energy drink at some point. That's the only way to make it
You
better.
feel very your brain is kind of shot right now. You're gonna need to relax for a second, and like allow yourself to wake up basically as the codex he closes out, and you're still technically in the laboratory as you're looking at the sniper rifle, and as you're inside the laboratory, you hear the door open up. Oh, hello, Creator. You're
How's
awake.
it going, Proto?
Did you wake up at any point in the past, I don't know, 6 hours?
No. What have you been up to?
Oh, well, I was trying to research.
Where? What do you need something?
I didn't need anything except for nutritions.
Oh, right. Dr. Cal holds on to when as soon as he put it away, he put it out because he knew Proto would just keep beating them. So Dr. Cal opens it up again, like half groggily, and throws 3 more nutritions at Proto.
Oh, thank you.
Very sloppily.
Thank you, creator. One of them falls to the ground. He's like, okay, and he grabs it, and then he looks at you. He's like, are you okay? You look tired. And also, I heard that there was a codex message or call to you.
Yeah. General Plutel told us Commander Carter's on the way. Did you ever work on that thing you were working on, or?
Well, you told me to research the architects, so I did my research.
I told you could research. I didn't say you had to.
Well,
Hey,
I did.
did I say you had to?
I
Find
did.
anything interesting?
Well,
Because I learned something.
I found out
interesting.
that you found out something interesting. Do you want me to tell you first, or do you want to go first?
I think yours might be less horrifying.
Well,
you go first.
I found out that there is a cartographical zone placement codex, but only 20 scans are in existence currently. Apparently, the other 562 scans are out, scattered somewhere.
There's
The cartographical
wait,
zone placement is said to have the entire cartographical mapping throughout the core. Well, specifically Synchronous, the realm of Synchronous. All the zone placements, the sync zones. There are a lot of
even
sync
the
zones.
ones lost to us.
The lost ones, yes. The only sync zone that is known currently is Vicroniix, which is the pillar.
So those other ones might have some interesting information.
We could go back to Vicroniix and see about entering into the archive, because from what I also gathered, inside the archive there is a space. There is a space where the sages all intervene or convene for their meetings, and near that space is a place where you can actually communicate directly with Vicroniix. Which which the sync zone and the architects are said to be one in the same, at least. That is what I have gathered.
Wait. Well, we can deal with that after we talk with these people. What else? Proto. My god cannot figure out what you want. Like, at all. Which is abnormal. He apparently says he worries that the other gods can't see what you want either. Which means you're one of the few creatures in the entire core that they don't understand. So, they also warned me not to make any more of you, but we'll see if I listen to that.
Why? Isn't that your ultimate goal?
Still, yeah, sorta.
Well then, why would you listen to that?
I mean, they're not able to see you, and they're a lot more powerful than me.
So, they intimidated you, creator, is what you're saying.
Basically. Yeah, that's a good rundown, yes.
It doesn't sound
Although
like
I
they're
said
the type of gods I would want to worship.
Although I don't necessarily worship him, I just...
You talk to him constantly and listen to him when he says
it's
not to take me to TL frameworks. This is your fault, okay? You worship him.
I told you next time we go, I'll probably take you in.
Why don't you take me in now?
Because we have an appointment with other people.
Yes,
and
with
also,
core
my brother
command.
is doing horrible things to other people, and we probably should stop that.
And you know what would help with that? If you took me to TL frameworks, and then I can understand myself even more and be able to fight more efficiently.
Proto. Okay, Dr. Cal just like puts his hand, like you know how you put those two fingers to the top of your like eyebrows?
Yeah.
He does that. And then he like kind of looks over at Proto, like very slowly raises his head up. Proto.
Yes, creator.
I promise you within the next week, I'll try to get you to TL framework. Okay?
I don't like promises, creator.
Okay, then I don't promise it. And he kind of just gets up and like kind of puts like something over the sniper rifle he made.
Okay.
Like, he doesn't hide it per se, but he like just puts stuff over it so people just don't see it when they walk in.
All right. As you go and put something over that, Proto leaves the chamber, and you guys kind of go about your own business for the time being as you wait for Commander Curter to make it to the laboratory. Finally, you hear outside, and the doors open up. As they open up, and you see what looks like Commander Curter, along with Operative Micah at his side, and the two of them walk inside. Curter walks over to you and then says, Dr. Cal, are you ready?
Yes. Where's Proto?
And you see the door to the other chamber opens up, and Proto steps out. I am ready.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready then.
Alright, well, we are going to be going over to a crash site, alright? And I am going to be showing you a few things. A few things that, well, we need you to examine for us.
Oh, okay.
And as you guys head out the doors, the door opens up and you go over to the ship. The ship... The pod
like as we're walking, Dr. Cal says, how's it going, Agent? No. Operative, Micah. Operative. Right? That's right.
Micah looks over and is like, going well. Good to see you again, Dr. Cal.
Good to see you too.
You guys get into the pod. You see Proto sits down, completely silent, as Operative Micah sits down in the pilot's chair, and Commander Curter just stands there in between the two of you, and then looks between the two of you as the pod is flying overhead, and he says, did something happen between the two of you?
He's just pissed about.
Commander
He's basically
Curter.
acting like a teenager. Proto, like not
Commander
Proto.
Curter, are you easily intimidated?
He didn't.
Commander Curter looks down and is like,
Asshole.
being a commander, I have to make sure that I am at my top level of willpower, I would say. So,
Proto, it is a god.
Commander Curter, do you worship gods? Commander Curter looks down at the two of you and then looks at Proto's like, I am not much of a person of faith, no. Though I understand that there are forces beyond our comprehension.
Sorry.
I am not I do not fall into that category, I would say. And Proto looks up, is like, interesting. He looks at you, Dr. Cal, and then Proto's like, maybe you can teach Creator a few things. Perhaps this is actually a good thing that we are going on this mission.
Should have removed your drive core, you little asshole.
You want to kill me, Creator?
It's not killing you, it's deconditioning you for a while.
You would kill me because you don't know how to do surgery.
The surgery smergery. It can't be harder than computer science.
And you hear Micah go,
He threatened to kill me, I'll threaten to kill him.
the pod
That
flies
asshole.
over. The pod
That was a while back.
flies overhead. And as it flies overhead, you see outside of the cockpit area, the visual screen, you see what looks like a crashed research vessel of like a large, it's like a freighter. And as the pod flies overhead, it lands. And as it lands, you go and step out. And as you step out of the pod, the door slides open and Proto walks out and he looks at it. Creator, something
Yes.
feels. I feel something.
What do you mean
And
you
he-
feel something? What
You
do
see
you
him.
feel?
You see him looking at the ship, the crash ship, the crashed vessel. Sorry, what the fuck? And then you see his head turns over towards the tree line, and you can kind of see, like, off in the distance, a few, like, just probably like a few miles away, there is a building over the tree line, like maybe like some kind of city, and he's looking towards that direction, and he says, "There are several strange feelings I am getting."
Anything related to the crash? He kind of just like looking at Proto as he's looking off into another city.
You see, Commander Carter looks over, is like, "Explain, Proto. What are you feeling?" "A connection, or connectome, some kind of network." And he looks over towards you, and then he says, Intriguing. Can we investigate inside?" And
You're gonna have to tell me what you felt, Proto. As Dr. Cal kind of looks over at the crash ship.
you look over at the crashed ship. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Perception check. 11. 11 plus will, which is 21 already. And then we add perception on top. So that is a 26.
You look over at the crashed vessel. You see on the side of it, it says Solar Orbiter. You see that it is crashed in an angle where it has dug up a lot of the dirt and has broken down a few trees nearby it. You can tell that the trees were on fire for a moment, probably when it crashed, but the fires were put out. You see that there is a full-on restricted area that has been placed down by all the different core command pods that you actually see near the area. You do see some officers kind of going around and taking samples of certain things. You see them doing some scans on the ground. Is there anything in particular what you would like to do?
Dr. Cal's just walking towards it at this point.
Okay. As you're walking towards it, you see Operative Micah comes up to you and is like, "Is there anything that in particular that you might be familiar with about this vessel? Are you familiar with research vessels of this kind? Have you ever gone on a research mission of a sort like this? Possibly?"
Dr. Cal tries to remember if he has, and unless it was part of his doctorate's training, he did not. And I doubt it would be part of his doctorate's training. Well, actually, maybe.
No, it wasn't a part of it.
Okay, then no. He kind of is like, no, but you show me the computer system, I can tell you what I can find.
And you see Micah looks down and is like, "Yes, about that. You are good at cracking or hacking, at least. Are you? We have attempted to decipher a specific type of encoded decryption that we found within the archived database of the vessel systems, but it was scrambled and broken up. Perhaps you might be able to fix that?"
If you have like a sort of... You have something like a hacking codex, I could try it. I don't have anything like that. Actually. He tries to look at like the TL frameworks.
You pull out...
No, there's no way I can do that.
You pull out the TL frameworks codex?
Yeah, I look at it, I'm like, there's no way it can hack. And I kind of just like...
Creator, that's it.
This thing hack?
Creator, that's it. And
What?
you see him rush over, and he goes and looks at the TL codex and is like, "That's the connection. That's the connection." And he points at the codex. "We have to go back to TL frameworks."
What? We can't, Proto. We have to go meet with other people.
Commander Carter comes
up. We can do that afterwards.
Commander Carter comes up, is like, "You were going to need some assistance. The Directive 140 is going to be beginning shortly, and we need you and Dr. Cal along with the others that we will be bringing you to shortly after we finish up here. We just need Dr. Cal here to see if he can access the information that we are unable to."
Okay, Proto, I trust you, but we can do that after this. We already made this appointment. We can do it after this. Sound fair?
I am just saying there is a connection to potentially TO frameworks, this vessel, and whatever I'm feeling approaching us. And he points towards the tree line.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What's approaching us, Proto? Should have brought the big gun.
Commander Kircher looks over, is like, "Something's approaching us. Micah." And then Micah's like, "Got it." And then you see she rushes over towards one of the other command pods, and after probably like a minute or two, you hear, and you see a drone fly up into the air as Micah has a wrist codex on and is actually like manually piloting this drone.
Ooh.
As the drone begins to fly off. And Proto says, "There are five entities coming this way. One of them is a sin."
But what are the other ones?
I sense biological in nature. One of them is enhanced. Actually, two of them are enhanced. And... Okay. You see Micah looks up. It's like, it's them. And Critter looks back. Oh. Why are they heading over here? Perhaps it's because the survivor is maybe looking for his stuff.
There was a survivor?
One.
From that?
One single survivor. That's the issue.
Well, where are the rest of the people who are on it?
We don't know. That is what we need to find out.
Well, I guess... how close are they, Proto?
And you hear in unison Micah and Proto say... say... 700 feet.
Not that far. I guess we can meet them up afterwards. They're heading this way anyway. I'd like to see inside this ship for a bit. Hopefully not mess with any of the survivor stuff.
Oh, do not worry. When we looked through the ship's manifest, there was nothing within it. It was completely... It was completely empty.
Maybe I can... Oh, sorry. I guess I'll try figuring out that weird encoded message.
Yes, Micah comes up to you. Is like, here, actually, and she pulls out another codex. It's a larger tablet one, and hands it over to you. It's like, follow me, and then she begins to head over towards the actual vessel, and like she walks around the vessel, and then you see a large, this like thick, big, probably like 3 foot wide, basically an entire, what's it called? It's connecting to the actual.
Airlock?
No, not an airlock. It's a cord. It's a large cord that is connecting straight up into the actual bridge
Power cord?
of the ship.
You mean a power cord?
Yeah, it's a power cord. It is connected directly up to the bridge of the ship, and it's going into a computer station that is behind there. And you see it's very interesting to see this, and you see that they have been trying to crack whatever this code is, and the code is not cracking. And you see that there is some kind of they have their own AI that's been just running constant calculations, and you see probably about like 557,000 different calculations that have been used but are all errors.
Proto, can you help me out with this?
Proto comes over, is like, I could probably try, Creator.
And Dr. Cal just kind of looks at it for a minute. I have like the bigger hacking codex, right?
This is a hacking, like this is like a major hacking codex, and also the codex that Micah gave you is also a hacking codex, and so it's like it all works together.
Okay, then Dr. Cal tries doing this.
All right, as
out of curiosity, does the TL frameworks thing count as a research codex now? TL frameworks codex?
I will send it. It does kind of count as a research codex, but I will send you later the actual stuff for that. But as you go and crack your knuckles, and you look at Proto, and Proto's like, Proto looks at you and smiles, and the two of you begin to work on this, and that's where we are going to end this session.
Don't forget the hacking AI that's helping us.
Yes.
I don't know if it has a name, but it will by the end of this because Dr. Cal is going to be streaming at it to work better.
Well, that was fun.
That was a good session.
And
we learned horrifying things about Proto.
We'll see how things happen inside the next session.
Oh God! I finally get to talk with Liam.
You finally get to talk.
Oh, it's gonna be. We have two entirely different types of awkwardness, and I cannot wait for them to intermingle.
Well, thank you all for listening to The Doctor. This is entry 8.
This is
and
8, yeah.
The next session is going to be the new age entry 6, which is where Dr. Cal will be coming in. And then we will begin Directive 140. I'm very excited. So thank you all for listening, and if death comes to you, may you be reborn in power. I thank you for listening to The Doctor. Be sure to check out the official New Age campaign, now releasing here on the podcast and streaming bi-weekly Tuesdays on Twitch. A link will be found in the description of this entry. And if you want to be reborn yourself, you can subscribe as a Chosen to access Chosen creation and exclusive Codex entries. Until next time, travelers, be safe, stay safe, and if death comes to you, may you be reborn in power.